What if one simple oil habit could be the difference between your engine dying at 120,000 miles or quietly reaching 300,000 miles? Same car, same engine, same driver. But one small habit, something most drivers ignore, can dramatically change how long that engine survives. And here's the uncomfortable part. Many engines that fail early don't die because of bad engineering. They die because of perfectly avoidable oil mistakes. Mistakes that slowly cause bearing wear, sludge buildup, piston ring damage, and overheating oil. By the time you notice symptoms, the repair bill is already waiting, often between $3,000 and $8,000. Today we're breaking down the oil habit many longtime mechanics quietly follow in their own cars, and why it protects engines far better than most people realize. Stay until the end, because the final mistake we'll discuss is something millions of drivers are doing right now, and it slowly destroys engines without any warning light. Section 1. The biggest oil myth drivers believe. Ask most drivers how to protect an engine, and they'll say, just follow the owner's manual. That sounds logical. But here's what most drivers don't realize. Owner's manuals are written around 3 priorities: emissions compliance, fuel economy standards, warranty coverage. They are not optimized for maximum engine lifespan. According to several manufacturer service bulletins and engine durability studies, oil change intervals are often designed to meet warranty targets, not 300,000-mile longevity. That means the manual is a baseline, not necessarily the best long-term strategy. What oil actually does inside an engine? Most people think oil simply lubricates moving parts. But modern engine oil performs 4 critical jobs: lubrication, cooling, cleaning, chemical protection, oil absorbs, heat from pistons, microscopic metal particles, fuel contamination, combustion acids. Over time, the oil's chemical additives become depleted. Once that happens, wear accelerates rapidly. This is why oil condition matters more than most drivers realize. The oil habit mechanics follow. Talk to experienced technicians, and you'll notice something interesting. Many of them do not wait for maximum oil change intervals. Instead, they follow a simple principle: change oil before it stops protecting the engine, not after. Because once oil chemistry breaks down, damage begins quickly. Used oil analysis from engine labs regularly shows rising wear metals when oil runs beyond its optimal window. Iron, aluminum, copper. These metals indicate internal component wear. Once that wear begins, it cannot be reversed. Section 2. The hidden enemy. Fuel dilution. Modern engines face a problem older engines rarely had: fuel dilution. Direct injection engines can allow small amounts of fuel to slip past piston rings and mix with oil. This reduces oil viscosity. Thinner oil means weaker lubrication film, increased bearing wear, higher internal temperatures. Fuel dilution is especially common in vehicles that do short trips, cold starts, heavy stop-and-go driving. In some lab tests, fuel contamination reached 5 to 7% in engines with extended oil intervals. That dramatically reduces protection. Why short trips are hard on oil? Short trips are one of the worst conditions for engine oil. Here's why. Engines need time to reach full operating temperature. When they don't, condensation remains inside the crankcase. Fuel contamination increases. Acids accumulate in the oil. That contamination slowly degrades the oil's protective additives. The result? Sludge. Sludge blocks oil passages and starves components of lubrication. And once sludge forms, engine cleaning becomes extremely difficult. Section 3. Lab testing reveals the truth. Used oil analysis laboratories regularly evaluate oil samples from real vehicles. These tests measure viscosity stability, fuel dilution, wear metals, additive depletion. In many engines tested beyond recommended intervals, labs observed 30 to 50% higher wear metal levels. That doesn't destroy an engine immediately, but over 100,000 miles, that extra wear adds up. Small increases in wear become major mechanical failures years later. Section 4. The oil habit that extends engine life. The habit mechanics quietly follow is simple. They monitor oil condition and change oil before it degrades too far. That often means moderate intervals, not maximum intervals, and paying attention to driving conditions. Engines driven in hot climates, heavy traffic, Frequent short trips should often see shorter intervals. This isn't about wasting oil. It's about preserving engines. Why low oil destroys engines. Most modern engines naturally consume small amounts of oil. Even perfectly healthy engines can burn half a quart every 2,000 to 3,000 miles, sometimes more in turbocharged engines. This happens because modern engines use thinner piston rings, tighter tolerances, higher combustion pressures. These designs improve efficiency, but they also allow small amounts of oil to pass into the combustion chamber. That means oil level slowly drops, and if it drops too far, the consequences can be severe. What happens when oil level drops? When oil level drops below the safe range, three things happen immediately. First, oil temperature rises. Less oil volume means less heat absorption. Second, oil pressure becomes less stable. That reduces lubrication film thickness. Third, the oil pump may begin drawing air during hard acceleration or cornering. That momentary oil starvation can damage crankshaft bearings, camshaft journals, turbochargers. The damage may begin long before a warning light appears. Why warning lights are not early warning. Many drivers assume their dashboard will protect them, but oil warning lights usually monitor pressure, not level. Pressure drops only when oil level becomes dangerously low. At that point, damage may already be occurring. This is why many engines arrive at repair shops with spun bearings, damaged camshafts, seized turbochargers. Even though the driver insists, the warning light never came on. Technically, they're correct, but the engine was already suffering long before the light appeared. Section 5. The 30-second habit that saves engines. Experienced technicians often follow a simple rule. Check the oil level every few weeks, or at least every 1,000 to 2,000 miles. The process is simple. Park on level ground. Wait a few minutes after shutdown. Remove the dipstick. Wipe it clean. Reinsert and check the level. If oil sits near the lower mark, top it off. That small habit prevents catastrophic oil starvation. As engines age, oil consumption often increases. This happens because piston rings wear, valve seals harden, internal clearances grow slightly. None of this means the engine is failing, but it does mean oil level may drop faster. Many high-mileage engines that fail early do so simply because oil level was not maintained between oil changes. Modern turbocharged engines rely heavily on oil for cooling and lubrication. Turbocharger bearings spin at speeds exceeding 100,000 revolutions per minute. They depend on a continuous oil film. Low oil levels can quickly damage turbo bearings. Turbocharger replacement can cost $1,500 to $4,000 depending on the vehicle. Yet many of those failures begin with something simple: oil running too low. Section 6. Real-world teardown observations. When mechanics disassemble failed engines, they often see a pattern. Engines that received consistent oil maintenance usually show smooth cam lobes, clean bearing surfaces, minimal sludge buildup. Engines that suffered low oil often show bearing scoring, excessive heat discoloration, metal debris throughout the engine. The difference isn't always oil brand, it's oil level and oil condition, the oil habit that mechanics use personally. When technicians talk about their own cars, many admit something interesting. They check oil regularly, and they rarely wait for warning lights, because they've seen the consequences in the shop. One experienced mechanic summarized it this way: engines rarely die suddenly. They die slowly from neglect. And the easiest neglect to prevent is low oil. Section 7. Why cold starts are the most dangerous moment. When an engine sits overnight, most of the oil drains back into the oil pan. That means when you start the engine, bearings are not fully lubricated yet. Camshafts have minimal oil film. Piston rings are still dry. Oil pressure builds quickly, usually within a second or two. But oil temperature and flow stability take longer. Cold oil is thicker and moves slower through tight engine passages. Until the oil warms up, lubrication is not optimal. This is why studies from engine durability testing consistently show that a large percentage of engine wear occurs during cold starts. The warm-up mistake many drivers make. Some drivers believe the solution is to idle the engine for several minutes. But excessive idling actually introduces another problem. During long idle periods, fuel dilution increases, oil temperature rises slowly, combustion efficiency remains low. Many manufacturers now recommend a different approach. Start the engine, wait about 10 to 20 seconds, then drive gently. This allows the engine to warm up under light load. Light driving increases oil circulation and stabilizes temperature faster than idling. The real problem occurs when drivers do the opposite, starting the car and immediately accelerating aggressively. When this happens, piston expansion occurs rapidly. Oil film is still thin. Metal components experience higher friction over thousands of cycles. This causes piston scuffing, accelerated ring wear, increased oil consumption. This damage is microscopic at first, but over 100,000 miles it accumulates. The oil film that protects your engine. Oil protects engines by creating a thin film between metal surfaces. This film prevents direct metal-to-metal contact, but film strength depends on oil viscosity, oil temperature, oil pressure. Cold oil hasn't reached optimal viscosity behavior yet. Until it does, that protective film is weaker. Gentle driving during the first few minutes allows the oil to stabilize before heavy loads are applied. Section 8. Why some engines reach 300,000 miles. When high-mileage engines are disassembled after hundreds of thousands of miles, technicians often notice something remarkable. The internal components still look healthy. Camshafts remain smooth. Cylinder walls retain visible crosshatch patterns. Bearings show minimal scoring. These engines rarely achieved longevity because of one magic oil brand. They survived because the owner practiced consistent habits, regular oil changes, maintaining oil level, gentle warm-up driving. Longevity is usually behavioral, not magical. The cost of ignoring these habits. When engines fail prematurely, the repair costs can be severe. Engine rebuilds often cost $4,000 to $8,000. Full engine replacements can reach $6,000 to $12,000. These failures rarely occur overnight. They result from years of accumulated wear. Wear that often started with simple habits that seemed harmless at the time. Section 9. The 3 oil habits that extend engine life. When we simplify everything mechanics recommend, it comes down to 3 habits. Change oil before it degrades too far. Check oil level between oil changes. Drive gently during cold starts. None of these habits require expensive tools. None require advanced mechanical knowledge. But together, they dramatically reduce engine wear. Why these habits are rarely emphasized. Here's an uncomfortable truth. Long-lasting engines generate fewer repairs. Fewer repairs mean less service revenue. That doesn't mean manufacturers or shops are hiding secrets. But maintenance discipline is rarely marketed as aggressively as performance upgrades or convenience features. Longevity simply doesn't sell as easily as horsepower. Yet for most drivers, longevity matters far more. Your engine doesn't care about marketing claims. It cares about clean oil, correct oil level, stable temperature, smooth operation during warm-up. When those conditions are maintained consistently, engines often last far longer than people expect. Hundreds of thousands of miles are possible, not because of one miracle product, but because of small habits repeated thousands of times. Now I want to ask you something. When was the last time you checked your oil level? Do you let your engine warm up gently? Or drive aggressively right away? And how often do you actually change your oil? Leave your answer in the comments. Because the biggest engine mistake isn't using the wrong oil. It's never questioning the habits that slowly wear your engine down. If this helped you understand how to make your engine last longer, hit like. And if you want to see what happens when we tested 3,000 versus 7,500 versus 10,000 mile oil changes, watch the next video. Because the results surprised even experienced mechanics.